Hello, welcome to the Honest Stone Podcast. We usually do a thing where we do ending reactions to trailers to keep it short and sweet. But for this, we had to do the full-blown thing because as DC fans, we are so excited about this film finally coming out. And finally, after all these years, we have a full-blown trailer. We're going to dive into right now.
Another timeline.
Oh, man.
Another universe. So why do you want to stay and fight to save this one?
Because this is the world where my mom lives. I'm not gonna lose her again.
Mess everything up.
Mm-hmm.
That actor actually looks like a young Ezra Miller.
Time has
He
a
does.
pattern that it can't help reliving. Different people, different worlds, drawn to each other like magnets. My face.
I
So
am
my
very
face.
interested about that.
Yeah.
If you were to go into the past,
Oh,
you
man.
have no
Waymaker.
idea what the consequences could be.
Wow. The ring is so cool.
Yes.
You could also destroy
There he is.
everything.
This can't be happening. I completely broke the universe.
Sorry. We've been
Man.
waiting for you.
I'm very excited. Again,
Created a world with no metahumans.
Oh, that
And
looks
now there's
creepy.
no one to
it
defend
does.
Want some help?
Oh, I
Yes, we
love
do.
this.
Yes, we do. Me?
You are.
Yeah. I'm Batman.
You might as well just wink at the camera.
Right. That looks
Dude, that's like
badass.
Arkham game
Yeah.
level right there. Holy crap. Oh, man.
If I can't undo what I did,
Love the camera turn.
if I can't get back,
Oh, dude, that shot is
there might not
great.
be a
Yeah.
future.
Wow. There's so
What's the
much.
way? Batman, what do we do?
We try not to die.
Oh! Dude.
It's not Clark.
My name is Kara.
I'm we're Barry.
I'm very excited.
Barry,
Me.
what are you doing? Our kids are gonna want to see this.
Dude. Wow.
I'm very excited.
Okay. My initial thoughts just from that. We're not ready for all the Batman action we're getting
We're
in this
not.
movie. Also, we're gonna get an origin story to Flash in this movie,
Yes.
which is what's really cool. A lot of people are like, "Oh, why isn't he getting a standalone film first?" Blah, 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 blah.
Right.
I mean, this is the coolest story that you can essentially tell with the Flash.
Yes.
At least from comics, in my opinion. And I feel like everyone involved in making it agrees with that. That's why they went with this route.
Right.
It's also a nice tool to reset the universe, which is definitely needed,
Yes.
at least in my opinion. I'm sure
Oh
you
yeah.
agree.
Absolutely.
But, I mean, it's cool because you can use this story to tell his origins, which
Mm-hmm.
we didn't get in Zack Snyder's film. That's fine, you know. He did the best he could with the resources he had and the
Right.
time that was given to him. So it's cool we get to see the origin for this Flash and possibly an origin for another one. And I don't know. What are your thoughts? Like just seeing that trailer.
So there was one scene in there where, to me, it almost looked like Grant Gust's Flash, like his suit,
yeah.
and it makes me wonder: did they bring him into this Flash movie?
So a lot of people are wondering that. My theory is they might do something because, you know, Ezra did have the cameo
Right.
in his show, which was cool. Or I guess that was the Crisis event. It
The
wasn't-
Crisis, yeah.
But either way, I'm sure there's possibly a scene with him, a
Yeah.
little cameo. But what I like to think is that because of that meeting, he comes up with this idea for how the costume should look,
Yes.
like the emblem on the chest, you know, and the name The Flash, you know,
Right.
I think he'll relay that message to Bruce, who helps him come up with this awesome. The ring,
The ring is
so cool. I mean, it's
Badass.
right out of the comics, and I don't know, man. That because I was wondering, like, how are they gonna pull that off?
right.
But I can just see it right there, like the way it opens up, and you can just see the
Starts to
costume
go
just going.
around the finger.
Yeah, like that's cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool. I am excited to see that whole thing,
Yes.
you know, in motion. But
because they
it
did that
already
in the
looks good.
CW Flash with the ring, and I kind of liked it, but at the same time, I wasn't like. It was just like there, and he like ran into it to put it on. So
you need budget.
yeah, you do,
CW's
and that's all it
biggest
was.
enemy is budget, because CW started off so great with like the Arrow
Yes.
show, and when it started adding all this other stuff, it was like, man, you guys are surpassing your limit
Right.
of
They're just
possibilities,
losing the book.
and that's what hurt it in the end.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
They
that's
tried
kind of
to do
just
too
a
much
fact,
with it.
honestly. At this
Yeah.
point, it's just kind of a fact. It's not even like a subjective opinion. But anyways, yeah, I'm excited to see it with the budget that this movie has and all the time that they've had to polish it and make it look good. Some of the VFX look a little rubbery, but they'll definitely have this polished off by June.
Oh,
You can tell
absolutely.
this movie is far in post-production. It's
mean,
definitely about ready
Shit,
to
George
go.
Lucas was working on Star Wars Episode 1 literally right up to
Yeah.
before the release day. So they have, 4 or 5 months now to get it done. They got plenty of time to polish everything up that they may, not really like or like to see. And it's just a trailer. That half the shit that we see right now could be completely different by the time the movie's released.
Yeah, and they could do the whole Marvel thing where they
Exactly.
show things that aren't in the trailer, which that'd be cool.
Yes.
Watching this trailer, I don't think we're getting a lot in the trailer in
Right.
terms of like wow factor and
Right.
what we're seeing, but I feel like it's all from pretty much the same collected assortment of scenes,
Yes.
which is nice because I love going into a movie just being blown away by everything.
Yeah.
And if they're willing to show that,
What
because
are we
I
not
honestly
seeing?
I didn't expect to see Keaton like that.
No.
I thought that would be at the end of the trailer. Like, you see him step up, or like the little teaser we had 2
Mm-hmm. Right.
years ago, you just see him. This time they turn and show him to the face.
Yeah.
I thought that was all we would get. And maybe they
Right.
would reveal the Batmobile, which we saw in the TV spot they did.
They did, yes.
And they also show all those bat suits,
Yes.
which that is my favorite shot from The Flash
Mm-hmm.
and anything we've seen so far is the bat suits.
Yeah.
I'm a big Michael Keaton Batman fan, especially the
too.
'89 Batman. That original movie was just so good. I love the suit.
Mm-hmm.
I love the bat symbol. It has little bat feet on it. I thought that was so unique and cool. And they have a blue and gray version of that suit
Yes.
in that lineup. And I was like, dude, and it
Well,
has
you
the
can
white eyes.
see it in the trailer. You can see the gray when he's like going.
Oh,
this
Ben
way.
Affleck's?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's the other thing is like, not only are we going to see that Keaton has that, but Ben Affleck
Yes.
has it too. And I'm kind of guessing that is the I forget what we call it in the DC world, the zero event, the Black Zero event, whatever,
yeah.
with Man of Steel
Yeah.
when Zod does his thing, because we've seen Ben Affleck running into that.
Right.
Now I'm thinking we're going to see him as Batman going into it.
Yes.
I think he's going to have that suit. That suit looks very like last minute. You know how like Iron Man has like the briefcase suit,
Right.
or whatever, like, oh shit, something came up, I need a quick
just-
suit. I think this suit's going to be like that.
Yeah.
And I love that it's kind of acknowledging daytime, like, oh, I'm in daylight, I don't need to be in an all black
Right.
scary suit. So he's kind of embracing the blue and gray. and
Right.
just like, yes, I'm a hero and I'm a good guy. Like those colors, emulate,
They're a little
like,
more
I'm
friendly
a good, yeah,
versus the
exactly.
all
So
black.
it actually makes sense that he would have a different colored suit in
Right.
daytime. At least just watching the trailer, that was my thoughts, because we only see his Batman in daytime.
Yeah.
We see his Bruce Wayne at night, which is cool. Ben Affleck's Bruce Wayne is still my favorite. I love his Bruce Wayne. Yeah. He looks straight out of the animated series,
does.
straight out of the comics. His demeanor, the way he carries himself, especially as older Bruce, chef's kiss. So I'm so excited to
love
see him in
this
this movie. Dude, if him and Keaton have even a slight way to communicate in this movie at some point, oh man,
I almost feel like they will.
I will erupt in the theater.
Yeah.
I will fall out of my seat. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. But Be honest with me. They say, "Oh, Keaton's gonna be in this movie." Did you think he was gonna have action scenes?
No,
Holy dude!
I was
that was like the
full-
Arkham video
yeah.
games. He does the whole like flip up and
Yes.
slam thing. I was like, I felt like I should be pushing buttons on
Right.
my controller. Yeah, like.
Yeah, no, when I heard he was
Woo!
going to be in this movie, my first thought was like, all right, he's going to be an old Bruce Wayne, maybe see his suits and stuff, and
Oh man.
but not anything to this capacity.
Yeah, that just blew me away.
Yeah, I'm very excited to see him in action. And he seems like he's a lot more brutal now than he was even
Well,
in his movies.
Technology's come along.
Right, which
But-
that does play a...
But he
contribute,
was a
but-
younger, even in Batman Returns, he was still a younger Bruce Wayne.
Right.
So it can make sense that at this point in his
Right.
life, he's got all these different suits. You know, we see like a scuba suit,
Yeah.
we see like a desert suit, like all this shit. The one even has holsters,
Mm-hmm.
which look like guns, but the guy who made the suits confirmed those are actually grappling hook guns. Like
Oh,
grappling
okay,
guns. Yeah.
yeah.
So that's cool. But I just like the way that looks.
Right.
But anyways, it just says like he's lived a whole life as Batman.
Yes.
And he's probably gained this experience from the different enemies.
Right.
So he's grown as Batman with the enemies that are presented to him in life. And that's very true to the comics. So I'm all for it. That action looked great.
It did.
And again, if they're willing to show that, imagine what we're going to actually see.
What are we not being shown yet? And what I'm excited for is like, we see them battle Zod,
Oh, dude.
which Superman soloed, plus his other people that went with Zod. Who are they not showing that's a villain?
Well, Dark Flash.
Right. That's
Because
definitely.
I mean, I hate saying it. You know, there's been the leak to like toys and
Yeah.
stuff for the pops. We know Dark Flash is going to be a part of this in some capacity. My theory from watching this, there's a great play of blue and yellow
yes.
to kind of designate which Barry we're dealing with.
Right.
And I feel like that's going to play into like younger Barry, I guess, is the one that's going to get like that bat suit that they kind of mock up to look like a Flash suit. I feel like him living in a world where he has his mom
Mm-hmm.
and he hasn't dealt with like the conflict of my dad's been wrongly accused.
Right.
I'm out here struggling to survive and trying to prove my dad's innocence. Like that Barry that is canon to us with what we've seen, you know, and what we're used to. He's struggled. You know, he's had a very hard life. This Barry that we're coming across, this might be the one who's had a mom his whole life, and he's just kind of lived a normal life.
Mom and dad.
But he has to get his help because, like he says, you know, I screwed up. There's no more metahumans.
Yeah.
So he's like, hey, I know how to turn you into me, so we can both have these powers.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sure that's how it's going to play out in the movie. And that guy might not have the same mentality
Right.
because of his life, his upbringing,
Right.
and it might get to his head. It might. And,
Make him into the Dark Flash.
and what I love is Zod, man.
Oh, I'm very excited.
That is my favorite villain to come out of any DC movie ever.
Oh yeah.
He beats Heath Ledger's Joker. I mean, and not to take away from that performance or any others, but just such a good villain.
Yeah.
Michael Shannon's a great actor. The casting was great. The fact that his suit is like 100% CGI has always blown me away because it looks so real.
Yes.
Like, and his presentation, his performance, the way that you can almost feel for him,
Right.
even though he's completely evil.
Yes. Yeah,
Such a
portrayed perfectly.
good villain, man. And he's coming back, and I feel like we know how he can play. Like he tries to play with Superman's head,
Right.
or Man of Steel. Maybe he plays with Barry's head,
Who has his mom?
and he gives him some Kryptonian technology, and that's what plays into the Dark Flash.
Right. Yeah, I'm very
That
excited
would be
for
that would be
him.
crazy.
One thing I wish they would have did with like,
Same could happen to Supergirl too, though.
right.
She didn't have the upbringing that Clark did.
exactly.
She comes out, she gets the suit very quick. Like, hey,
Yeah.
you got to be this now. Maybe he can play with her brain
Yeah.
too. So
So there's no telling on where it could
many
go.
possibilities.
I wish we saw more of him in Zack Snyder's Superman,
That's why I love that he's back.
and that is why. Yeah.
My
exactly.
biggest complaint in superhero movies in general is that we don't get consistent villains.
Right.
They get killed off or they get put in jail, but we never see them again. There's no consistency throughout movies. Excluding Cillian Murphy's Scarecrow, which is why he is my favorite in the Dark Knight trilogy, because you get to see him again and again and again.
Yeah.
He's a consistent villain. You know he's out there in
He's
the
a
world.
problem.
He's a possible issue that could
Yes.
pop up at any moment.
Yes.
And that was something I didn't feel in Christopher Nolan's Batman movies, because it's like, Gotham's whole thing is like it's this
Right.
big city full of all these villains. You don't know if they're in Arkham or not, where they're at. But in Christopher Nolan's trilogy, it was like, yep, he's gone next. Yep, he's gone.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's just kind of like, damn.
I mean,
So-
granted, with Heath Ledger's Joker,
It was a
that
different
was a different
story.
scenario.
But still,
But for the most part, yeah.
it's like you bring in Ra's al Ghul and then gone.
Yeah, also,
Two-Face.
just because he's a
Gone.
Two-Face should have
It's
got
like, dude, why is
another
everyone
movie.
just getting, you know?
Right.
And,
Because they made Two-Face seem like he was a little bitch, honestly.
yeah, it was very quick. It
Yeah.
felt kind of rushed. And anyways, but point being, having a villain like Zod, who we just got like, I mean, yeah, he was the main protagonist in Man of Steel, but he got killed off. To have him come back, gosh.
And who knows, this version of Zod could be a million times worse
That's
than
the other
one.
thing. His reason for coming to Earth could be different.
Yep.
His goals, his intentions, we don't know. It's a
Right.
different. This whole multiverse thing. That's what's great about it, and I love that they're playing into it. We don't have to follow what happened before with a character.
No.
It's a different version of them, different story.
I mean, hell, Zod could be the good guy in this,
Dude, that's
and
that's the
Supergirl
thing.
could be the bad one.
From this trailer, what is saying this is a bad guy?
Nothing.
Nothing. Just our
There's
brain
nothing.
saying we've seen that character before,
Right.
so we're just like associating them in their role.
But like
So
you
yeah,
said,
when the movie
different
starts,
universe.
the movie could start with Zod coming to Earth like, we need to save Kara and bring her back to Krypton. Krypton never blew up.
Right, exactly.
You know what I mean? And then they see Earth as bad for holding her prisoner.
Right.
Who knows?
Really,
you really have no
We're the
idea.
bad guys.
So that's kind of why I like the idea of like maybe Barry turns himself into a bad guy. Like
Yeah.
his doings have this effect to where he basically creates his own worst enemy,
Right.
which is himself. It's pretty deep, but like it'd be a cool plot twist, and who knows?
Yeah,
but
there's just so much with this.
Michael Keaton, I was worried about him being in this
I
movie,
was too.
other than just being Bruce Wayne
Right.
and helping. And I was like, oh, he's come back as Batman, but looks freaking
Blew
awesome.
my mind.
I'm excited. I'm so excited. If we can see like flashbacks of him in those other suits, especially the blue and gray with
Yes.
the eyes and the 89 symbol. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But and I kind of want to see that, like, it almost looks like a Nightmare suit. It's got
Yeah.
the goggles and the jacket. It's got a hood on it though, and I don't know how that works with bat ears. Like, does it have holes? Like, but the hood looks cool aesthetically. So I was like, whatever. That's honestly my whole attitude with Keaton. When he walks up, wind blowing like he's a freaking like sheriff in a western movie, you know, it's like, okay, but we're just so happy to see him back,
Yeah.
you know.
It's very
And
nostalgic.
like I said, he could have winked at the camera like, I'm Batman, you know.
Yeah.
Like, I'll be like, yes, you are. That's right, damn it. Just grab that camera and kiss it. Like, I don't know. That was great. It was fan service. It was cringy, but it was fan service.
Yeah,
It was
it's-
good.
It's going to bring. And I feel like a big part of him is to bring that generation of Batman fans to see the movie also, which was a very smart decision on Warner Bros. Part
Dude,
and
yeah.
everybody else involved, because you're not just getting us and our age, you're getting, your dad's age group.
If I showed him this trailer, that's what he would be excited
Yes.
about. He has seen Man of Steel and he has seen BVS.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. He hasn't seen Wonder Woman or Shazam or any of the other. I don't even think he saw David Ayers. Suicide Squad, not David Ayers. We haven't seen that one yet. But yeah, so he's seen those two. He really likes Man of Steel. BVS, he was about. So I know if he saw this, he would just be like, "Oh, Michael Keaton, wow,
Right.
like, that's cool," because that's what when he was my age, that was the thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's cool. I think it's bringing a culmination of the best parts of DC over the past 30 or 40 years.
Right.
I mean, we might see Superman
Yeah.
from other iterations.
Yes, and that's one thing I keep thinking of is like, who are they going to bring as Superman?
Because in a way, I'm pretty
If they
sure it's
do.
been confirmed one way or another that Christopher Reeve's Superman is actually canon in Michael Keaton's world. Like, they were
Oh,
in the
wow.
same Earth. So that's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
And not only that, but technically there was a Robin, which they have said. I feel like those comics that came out telling the stories that would have happened with Michael Keaton's Batman having Robin and everything, that was played by Martin Williams, I think. They said those aren't canon right now, or I don't know, but it would be cool if there was a reference to his Robin, even if we just see the suit on a mannequin, or I don't know. That'd be cool.
It would be.
Man, yeah, I don't know. I'm very excited.
Yeah.
Oh, and if we see our Alfred, the OG Alfred, in a picture frame or something in the background, that would be cool too.
Yeah.
Come on now. But I'm very excited for this film. That's all I gotta say. I've been skeptical. It's been through a lot of different creative lenses. You know, it's had different writers behind it. A lot of conflicts in terms of, is the movie going to come out? Is Ezra Miller going to be in it? You know, is Ray Fisher going to be in it? Is Henry Cavill? Is the Snyderverse going to get restored? Is it going to be killed? All this crap. I'm just so happy to see it's coming out. It looks like it's going to be amazing. And I think no matter how it ends, it's going to absolutely blow our minds. And we're not ready for it. I'm not ready for it. I wasn't ready for that. I thought I was ready for this trailer. No. Absolutely not. So, very excited for it. If you guys agree with us or disagree with us, feel free to comment down below or message us. Let us know your thoughts. We would love to talk to you guys and, just discuss everything DC, because we're huge DC fans, Dimitri and myself. So, we're trying not to make our podcast all about DC. We've already done that before, and we've seen the ugly side of it.
Yeah.
But we're very excited. Very excited. Can't wait to see this movie.
Yeah.
Cannot
very
wait.
excited.
Yeah, guys, let us know what you think, and hopefully you enjoyed our reactions to the Flash trailer.